I said, no, that's not acceptable. I need my trade-in back. I'm a single mom without a vehicle, and you need to make this right. A lot of people told me to talk to a lawyer. I didn't have the time or energy or money to talk to a lawyer, and also we were on a deadline. A lot of lawyers won't even talk to you for 10 days, schedule a meeting for weeks out, and I would have been up the creek without a paddle, without a car. Ciao, Bellas. Car buying is already stressful enough. That's why I chose to go to CarMax, because I thought they were a more reputable dealership. They guarantee their 125-point inspection, and I did have a really good experience with them before. It was a great experience, no complaints. So I went back to them to buy a new car and was very disappointed every step of the way. We ordered a car that they were supposed to ship. Took 10 days, maybe more, on a vehicle that was 3 hours away. They didn't have any updates. They couldn't even find me in the system. Kept calling the wrong number from 12 years ago. Every time I talked to them, every time I called, we'd get the call center. They would fix my profile, update my information, and the next time I called, I wasn't there anymore. We bought a different car than the one we had shipped. They sold me on an upgrade. It was going to be perfect for us, more spacious, had a beautiful sunroof, and I specifically chose that car because of the points that they were making, and drove off the lot, and it had issues immediately. So I emailed them the next day. No response. I went into the office 2 days later and told them there were issues with this vehicle and I needed them to look at it. And they said, okay, I can fit you in a week from now, which was then 10 days after purchasing the vehicle. And I had a 10-day return guarantee. I had 10 days to return the vehicle if I changed my mind. I told them that was not acceptable. I was not keeping a broken vehicle past my return date. And they said, we'll fix it, but I can't get you in. I can't give you a loaner. They were basically not willing to do anything on their screw up. So I said, these are the conditions under which I'll let you fix the vehicle. 1, you give me a loaner, and 2, you stop the clock on my return date, because I'm not keeping a vehicle past the return date if it's not up to my standards. And you lied to me about everything. There's no way that this vehicle passed their 125-point inspection. I took it to a mechanic. They basically said it had transmission issues that they couldn't repair, so they told me to take it to the Subaru dealership. So I told them we were returning it then, because they couldn't fix it prior to the 10-day return date. I told them they needed to return my trade-in vehicle, and they said no. They said they didn't have it anymore. They said I couldn't get it back, and that they would give me the money that they paid for it. And I said that does not make me whole. So I said, you need to make me whole. This contract is void, and you need to put me back to the way I was before I signed this contract. And writing me a check does not do that. They just kept insisting they didn't have my trade-in and they couldn't do that. I held my ground and stood up for myself, despite lots of people telling me, oh, you're not gonna get it back, and that's just the way it is. That wasn't good enough. So I told them, I will return this car when you return back to me my trade-in or a comparable vehicle. I want nothing to do with CarMax. I will never go there again. and I would not recommend anyone else to either. They lied about everything. They lied about the vehicle I was buying. They lied about the inspection. They lied about my trade-in. They're not honest and trustworthy. They have no integrity, and they were just going to not give me my trade-in. They wanted. Then when we did go return the car, not a single manager even acknowledged me, looked me in the eyes, or apologized. They had their minions do their dirty work. And the guy that was helping us said when they used to have a 30-day return policy, they had to hold the trade-ins and titles at the office until the 30-day return date was up, because they have to. So he admitted right there that they'd been lying the whole time. And furthermore, when I was on my way out the door, another employee came up to me and asked if I was okay. And he said, "I'm so sorry that happened to you. You're not the first." So don't let them tell you you can't get your trade-in back. When the contract is void, they have to put you back to the way you were. Some of the keywords I used are "you're causing me harm," "make me whole." I also quoted their contract that stated this contract is void, etc. I quoted their website back to them about the 125-point inspection, the 24-hour test drive that they did not even offer me. They gave me 20 minutes. So they just lie about everything and consider it standard, and we just have to lie down and take it. But you don't. Cheers to standing up for ourselves.